After the Civil War ended in 1865, the United States had to find a way to put the country back together. The war had been long and painful. Many people had died. Much of the South was ruined. Farms and cities had been destroyed. The people who had been enslaved were now free, but they had no land, no money, and no homes. The time after the war, when the country tried to rebuild, was called the Reconstruction Era. President Abraham Lincoln wanted to bring the country back together quickly. He wanted the southern states to join the Union again. But before he could do much, he was shot and killed in April 1865. His death shocked the country. Vice President Andrew Johnson became president after Lincoln. Johnson was from the South. He did not want to punish the Southern leaders. He let many of them go back to power. This upset many people in the North. They thought the South should change more. Congress, the group that makes laws, did not agree with President Johnson. Many people in Congress wanted to make sure that formerly enslaved people had rights. These lawmakers were called radical Republicans. They wanted to protect the rights of Black Americans. They passed laws to help. One of these laws was the Civil Rights Act of 1866. It said that all people born in the United States were citizens. This included people who had been enslaved. It said they should be treated equally under the law. Congress also created the Freedmen's Bureau. This group helped formerly enslaved people and poor white people in the South. It gave food, set up schools, and helped people find jobs. It also tried to protect people from being treated unfairly. The Freedmen's Bureau helped many people, but it did not have enough money or workers to help everyone. In 1868, the 14th Amendment was added to the Constitution. This law said that everyone born in the United States was a citizen. It also said that all citizens should have the same rights. In 1870, the 15th Amendment was passed. It said that men could vote no matter the color of their skin or if they had once been enslaved. Many black men in the South began to vote. Some were elected to government. For the first time in U.S. history, black men became leaders. One of them was Hiram Revels. In 1870, he became the first black U.S. senator. He took the seat that used to belong to Jefferson Davis, who had led the southern states during the Civil War. Another man, Robert Smalls, had been enslaved. During the war, he took control of a Confederate ship and gave it to the Union. After the war, he became a leader in South Carolina. He served in the U.S. Congress. But not everyone wanted black Americans to have rights. Many white people in the South were angry. They did not want to share power. They wanted things to go back to the way they were before the war. Some of them formed groups to scare and hurt black people. The most famous group was the Ku Klux Klan. They wore white robes and hoods and attacked people at night. They wanted to stop black people from voting. The U.S. Army was sent to the South to protect people and help keep order. For a while this worked, but over time, things began to change. In 1877, a deal was made. It was called the Compromise of 1877. A man named Rutherford B. Hayes became president. In return, he agreed to take the last Union troops out of the South. When the troops left, many Southern leaders took power again. They passed laws to keep black people from voting. These were called Jim Crow laws. They made black people and white people live separately. These laws would last for many years. Even though Reconstruction ended, it was an important time. It was the first time the United States tried to give full rights to everyone. Black men were able to vote and be leaders. Schools for black children were started. Families that had been separated by slavery were brought back together. Many people had hope for the future. Reconstruction also showed how hard it was to change a country. Even though new laws were passed, not everyone followed them. Even though people were free, many were still treated unfairly. But the ideas from Reconstruction did not go away. Later, in the 1900s, people would use those same ideas to fight for civil rights again. Reconstruction lasted from 1865 to 1877. In those 12 years, the United States took its first steps toward becoming a country where everyone could be equal. It was not perfect, and many promises were broken, but it was a start.